Hey guys, Jay here, and wanted to talk about my Unimog and some other things. And so this is I believe my second video on my Unimog. And so probably my last video there were no decals on and stuff. That's what's new with it. I was talking about, I was having a lot of bleed out around the windows, around the back windows, and in the front because of the window decals they give you, the paint masks. And so what I didn't know was when I started getting into putting the decals on here, what I didn't know was they actually had borders for around the windows. So as you can see, it's cleared up a lot of the mess. It actually makes it a heck of a lot better than what it was. I think that looks really cool. Let's show you the front. So that's what the front looks like. Got your little license plate. Put some decals on here and in here. I just put the Unimog name there. I didn't put the little symbol like that. I didn't want it. Let's see, you got your the window trim. This here, the door handle. The door handle really sticks out, looks nice. I put some of the scale stickers over on here. And this was the worst of it right here. These back windows were the worst as far as bleed out goes. Now, I mean, if I can see it through the camera, I'm sure you can too. These are pieced in. That's the way they come on the decal sheet. That's the way you cut them out. So yeah, I mean, you can see it. But it definitely cleaned up the look of those back windows because they were awful. I mean, over around this trim was all orange and stuff because the window mask only covers the inside of this. And had I known all that in the beginning, I wouldn't have been so frustrated with the window masks. I would have been like, it's no big deal, because I was trying to cover the border with the window mask. I'm like, it's just not going to work. So I tried my best to cover the windows, which I've done a good job with that, but around these borders were all orange and stuff. I just think it was too tedious for me to tape. But obviously, you got decals, so I didn't need to tape it, and it looks a lot better. And if you remember, I have rear brake lights now. So if you remember, when I had the kit, the red brake lights did not work. A lot of subscribers said, it's really no big deal. I agree. I'm kind of a completist. I can't do anything like half steps. I'm all or nothing. So I actually really wasn't looking for it. I was actually okay with not brake lights. I mean, in the back of my head I was like, it just looks cool. So I just actually had kind of run into it and on eBay, and I was like, for $7 free shipping, that'll buy me a lot of happiness, and it sure did. I mean, I just feel a lot better about the truck. The decals help, but I feel a lot better about the truck now that's got some red brake lights. I guess little things make me happy. But let me see. These are the old ones. I just bagged them up. The funny thing I was thinking about was I've bagged these up, and I don't know about you guys, but I become a pack rat as far as RC stuff goes. Like, I will save these wires. These LEDs do not work. I don't know if it's the connector. I don't know if it's the LEDs themselves. But I will save these wires and stick them in a drawer for something else. And I mean, they might come in handy, but I don't know about you guys, but I become a pack rat like that. Like, I think normally somebody would just, you know, throw them in the garbage. Not me. I've got to save them. Actually, I'm going to be talking about this, and these were 2 sets of wires and 2 sets of fans that I saved, that I'll talk about later. And that goes all in part with what we were just talking about with me being a pack rat, that, you know, I pack ratted this stuff, and I'll talk about it later. But anyways, for some reason I'm going to hold on to these wires. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but so here is, in case you're wondering, where is it? There it is. 53911, and that's for the Tamiya LED light red. Yeah, $7, free shipping. I'm a happy boy. So Unimog got back now. So I got, you know, this little Chinese sticker thing there, and the little gas cap, and another little door sticker, and the windows. I didn't cut out for the mirrors. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, I mean, it looks a lot better. I'm a lot happier with it. I mean, it definitely cleaned up the body a lot. So, I guess that's that for that. You know, that's definitely complete now. And, I've got, like, as always, I've got, like, a bunch of projects going at once, so, you know, it's a little hectic down here for me because, I have a hard time prioritizing going from one car to the next. I don't finish things, and then I go off to something else, and, that's what those shocks are in the back. That's for my rustler that I've been... Is that over there? Yeah, it's on the washer machine. Can't really see it because the camera just got dark. So I've been working on my rustler, and I got to get into my... that teak in there is for my axial Wraith, because my Wraith motor went. So I got a 35 turn Tekin. It's not the Pro wound or anything, it's the other one. I guess non-pro wound, machine wound. So I got to get into that. I've really been missing the Wraith, especially with the snow outside. So yeah, I got to get that going. So anyways, let me just push this out of the way a little. So back to my pack ratting. So I had these 2 Traxxas fans. Well, actually, the backstory is I had 2 Integy fans that come with this heatsink. The blue one with the fan with the blue heatsink lasted a minute, and I'm not kidding you. And this one here lasted a total of, I'd have to, if I had to guess, I would say somewhere in the neighborhood of 36 seconds. Yeah, that's how bad it was. And I bought the fans from, you know, like an eBay seller. So you know how that is. I mean, if you call them up or whatever and say these fans are junk, they'll say, hey, sure, no problem, you gotta ship them back to me and pay $6, $7 or whatever it is. Even if it's $2, $3, I've already lost money. So I just let it go. I said, well, I got this heat sink. So these wires had come with those fans for some reason. They were just in there. I don't know if that's how Integy does it. They send you the extra wires. Because maybe they do that because maybe this may not be a connection for you. Maybe this might not be a good connection for you. So they give you these wires. Or the other ones. I forget what the other ones. But, anyways, these are the connections I needed. I held on to these wires. Someone had given me these fans, and basically one of these fans had a little portion of the red wire still connected, but ripped off, and the other side had no wire on it at all. And so I was like, well, I'm not really good at soldering, but I said maybe someday I will do something with it. So, you know, I pack ratted it and held on to them. So today I decided to, you know, do something with them. And to my surprise, you'll be able to see it better on this one. That is very, very tiny. Like I've said before, I mean, this probably is my 5th soldering job. So, like I've said before, I'm no pro at this. But I was very impressed that I was able to solder those little tiny wires onto those little 2 connectors. And I've both tested them and they work. So it was definitely worth it. I've saved myself some money. I've got 2 fans. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I'm probably going to hook them up to there. There is a way to hook these fans up. I've already done it once before, where you can hook these Traxxas fans up to these 2 brace things, or whatever you want to call them. And you can actually connect. I don't have it with me, but or do I? Well, it's somewhere in this mess. There's little Integy fan covers that go over this that fit. So I'll be able to keep some rocks and stuff off of it. Right now, I'm kind of doing a little experiment with this one. This one here, if you can see, it's got like a goo on it, and that's liquid tape. And so there was, you know, some connectors and stuff, circuit board that was exposed. Normally, when you get these Traxxas fans, they come with a little round circle sticker over it, which doesn't really protect much, and probably after the first run it falls off. So I'm experimenting. I think I'm going to be okay. I don't think that I screwed anything up with putting a little electrical, you know, liquid tape on there. I think it's going to be fine. But yeah, definitely was impressed with being able to solder that. I guess my soldering skills are getting better. You know, thanks to a lot of YouTube videos and stuff, and how-tos and stuff. I'm actually impressed with, let's see, this little soldering iron comes from Harbor Freight, and it's probably maybe, I don't know, $8 tops, and it's only 30 watts. And I have an 80 watt Weller, and this little 30 watt outperforms the Weller hands down. I mean, I haven't, let me see what I've done these little wire jobs, the fan jobs here. What did I just solder up? Oh, I just soldered up some battery connectors. So I just soldered up some battery connectors. I had soldered up an ESC, soldered up some battery connectors. I changed the connectors on some batteries I had and turned them over. You know, gave them Traxxas connectors. So I mean, they handled that no problem. And it heats up really nice. Heats up fast. I mean, the Weller, it's like, you know, you can go upstairs, wash dishes, wash the floor, and come back down, and the thing's still just ramping up. I guess the hamsters in the wheel aren't running that fast. But anyways, this little $8 soldering iron, I mean, it's really a nice soldering iron. It's, you know, the Weller is just, I don't know, it just doesn't work right. It just doesn't stay hot. I've changed tips. I know about tip maintenance and all that, what you have to do. So I don't know. Or maybe it's just a defective soldering iron. I don't know. But that little $8 one just outperforms it. And so this is getting into a long video. So that being said, just thanks for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you all the new subscribers, thanks to all the old subscribers, and have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.